Understand this now.
Okay.
Because he had to either be earthly or he had to be of heaven, but God wanted both. So he had to create something in man that became the connection point, so that every man by default had the advantage of interacting with the realm of the spirit and the physical realm. Okay. Are we together? So on that ground, God could come to...
Okay, you see the face Russell is making there? That is the face that the man wants people to make. That's the face of true believers. That is the face of his disciples. People that truly believe. Bro, what did he say there that was okay, brother? What did he say there that was okay?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? The way I'm hearing him is he's not saying... Okay, so basically, on the one level, there's some truth there, in the sense that Adam is earthly, but he's dealing with God, who's a spirit. He's spiritual. So God put something within him that is able to, for him to relate both on earth and heaven, in the sense that he's able to relate to God, who is spiritual, but at the same time being fully earthly. And likewise, we who are believers.
But well, hold on. But did God tell you that he had a problem relating with us?
That's my problem. I'm saying is he's saying something. I'm hearing something different because of how I've filtered it, if you will. So I was like, okay,
yeah, exactly, because you're trying to justify it in your mind. Yeah. And I'm saying that God doesn't tell us that, because when God made man perfect the way man was supposed to be. God didn't go, oh, now how am I going to relate with man? No, man was made perfectly the way God wanted him to be. God made man the way God would relate to man perfectly. Man was made in the way that when man depended on God, that relation was there.
Right.
So God doesn't need to go back and look at what he's making and say, well, how do I tie this in with that? How do I tie this in with that? Right. There is none of that, because man was created automatically the way man would be.
From the get-go.
Yeah, God didn't create the brain of man and say, well, how do I tie the mind of man with the spirit of man?
Interface.
No, there was none of that. Man was created perfectly initially.
Interface.
Oh, man. You see, but this is what happens when people start...
yeah, you go down a rabbit hole.
Getting deep things. Then you start taking what God has done and you start breaking it down. This is how God did it. This is why God did it. And that is such a dangerous thing, because we might hear it and go, oh, well, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. You are saying why the God of all creation did something that he did not say this is why he did it. Mm-hmm. You are putting something on God that God did not tell you he did.
Yeah.
Now, if God told him he did this, he should come out and say, God appeared to me last night and told me this is how he made man and why he made man like this. You know, and it's important that we understand this. This is not a thing. God never asked Adam, and I think our brother Motorayo kind of points something out here, which I kind of like. It says God was in fact coming to the cool of day for fellowship with Adam and Eve. God does not ask Adam to try to relate with him. God comes to Adam. You see what I'm saying? God never tries, so you need to be in the heavenlies. No, because, and guess what? Adam did not even want to. Adam knew his place was here on earth. You know? For example, now, if I create a little machine that all it's supposed to do is clean my house, the machine doesn't go, oh, well, I want to go to the market. The job of the machine is to clean my house. Now, when the machine becomes independent and has its own mind, then the machine goes, I want to go to the market. God made man dependent on God and made man in a way that man would be dependent on God. When man decided to walk outside of that, man became dependent on man. Anyway, let's... Because Kawachi Bop, you're like, I was like, oh, he's getting him. He has become a disciple.
He
has become.
I was like, okay. The one thing he said, the second thing he said all day that I could even potentially see, and up until now, it's still in the Bible open. That's not important. That's
exactly.
Not important.
He hasn't used the Bible now. It's been what? It's been over 6 minutes just from this clip. He hasn't opened the Bible.
He got the Bible
once.
in his head. He got the Bible in his head. He's not.
He hasn't opened the Bible once. And guess what? He's not even quoting scripture. It's not like it's like, well, John 5, he's not even quoting scripture. He's just giving you stories about what God, and you are just supposed to believe it because they sound good, because it sounds reasonable. He's appealing to your reason. That is what's doing. And your emotions, it's not a deep spiritual thing that you're getting. You're getting a thing that makes sense in your mind. Guess what? Oh, the mind connects us. Oh, 1 + 1 is 2. Oh, perfect. A worldly person can get that. You don't need the Spirit of God to enlighten that concept for you. That's a simple thing that anybody gets. So the question is,
to make a point is that obviously this is just him. This is like a spotlight on him. It's a microcosm of what was popular. It's like, again, sometimes we gotta keep prefacing this. It's the idea here being is this is something that we all should be on the guard. Okay, don't go beyond what is written, because Revelation, yes, it's tasty, it's juicy, lovely. Oh wow, that's deep, Rema. Okay, cool. However, we don't need to go beyond what there's plenty of revealing to be done of what's the scriptures. There's plenty of that to be real. Like someone comes and gives you, like, I have never seen that verse before. Guess what? It's Revelation, right? Or the same scripture you've been reading 1,000 times and you see it in a new light that's not contradicted. It's like, wow. But when you now say things that it's not even within not in the volume of the book, it's like, what is that? And a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that when they come with their own private interpretations, their own personal revelations, and teaching it for doctrine. So this is just a microcosm of that. Just to be on the lookout. It's like, hey, my people, we might fall victim to it and not even know it. Okay. Today was Sunday. You might have listened to a sermon today that falls right into this. So just wanted to point that out.
All right, let's continue. We'll be done in a few minutes. We're getting done at 5:30. I'm not gonna push it past time for this. No, not for this. Not for this. And we still have this is a 20-something minutes or whatever minutes stuff for. Was it 16 minutes or how long?
No
it's a 16 minutes. Yeah, I'm not. No.